I'm Bonnie Cha, Senior Editor at CNET.com, here with your first look of the Motorola Cliq XT. This is Moto's 5th Android device in the US, and it's headed to T-Mobile. T-Mobile also has the original Cliq, and some of you might be thinking that the XT is just a slight revamp of that device, but there's much more to it than that. The most noticeable difference is that the Cliq XT doesn't have a physical keyboard. This obviously makes the phone sleeker and easier to carry in a pants pocket if you feel like. Below the display, you've got the standard Android buttons, home, menu, back, and search, but Motorola also added a navigational touchpad that lets you scroll through different screens and select menu items. It's useful when you're trying to select links on a web page, but most other times I just use the touch screen. The screen is the same as the Cliq and the Motorola back flip. It measures 3.1 inches diagonally and has an HWVGA resolution. It's not as sharp as some of the higher end devices, but still bright and sharp. I do have a problem though with it being on the smaller side. It would have been nice if the display were at least 3.5 inches, because right now everything looks a bit squished and text can look pretty small on here. It also makes the on-screen keyboard pretty cramped, but the good news is that you're not restricted just pecking away at the keys. The Cliq XT also has a swipe keyboard, which we first saw in the Samsung Omnia 2. A swipe lets you compose words by dragging your finger from letter to letter instead of punching each button individually. I know it sounds weird, and I was definitely skeptical at first too, but it actually works and is really accurate. It takes a little getting used to, and longer words can be a bit difficult, but after about a day or two, I completely switched over to swipe instead of using the standard Android keyboard because it is faster and easier. So try both and see what works for you. As far as features, the Cliq X2 is running MotoBlur software in Android 1.5. Obviously, we wish the smartphone was running a more current version of Android, but Moto says it will be upgradable to Android 2.1 sometime in Q2. You get core apps though, such as Gmail, Google Talk, Google Maps, and YouTube. Our review unit also came preloaded with some extras like Telenav, GPS Navigator, Shazam, and Slacker, but you can always download more from the Android market. One enhanced function on the Cliq XT is the music player. From within the player, you can now stream music from Shoutcast Radio, identify songs with SoundHound, and search and view music videos on YouTube or GoTV. There's also TuneWiki Community, which includes several tools like music maps, where you can see what other people are listening to around your current location or other major cities. I really like it because it's a cool way to discover new music, and then you can buy tracks or share recommendations right from one spot. So I hope this is something that Motorola might include in all of its Android devices. Other highlights of the phone include a 5-megapixel camera that took really awesome photos, good call quality, and an excellent speaker system. It has all your wireless options, including Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, GPS, and 3G. And the phone was also pretty snappy. Not super fast, but it definitely didn't have any of those performance issues like the Motorola back flip. All in all, the Cliq XT is a really solid device and probably geared a little bit more for the younger crowd. T-Mobile hasn't released pricing or a specific release date right now, but we'll update our full review with all the final details as soon as we get them, so check back soon. I'm Bonnie Chan. This has been your first look at the Motorola Cliq XT for T-Mobile.